September 19th, the Canadian Bad Boy returns to PWO for its first live show, which means that the Canadian Bad Boy and Matt Cash finally get to duel it out in the middle of a ring. Now, Matt Cash, I just got word, and I'm sure you have too, that we are finally going to be able to use weapons in PWO. Which means I know what you're bringing to the table, which means you think you know what I'm bringing to the table. So I want you to bring the tables, I want you to bring the barbed, I want you to use whatever you want to do against me, because I'm not going to use any. You see, I've been listening to the podcast, I've been watching the PWO product, and it seems like PWO has forgotten how good of a wrestler I actually am. See, there was one point in my career where Bill Chase actually referred to me as Ontario's best kept secret. But you know, people have forgotten about that version of the Bad Boy. People only throw hardcore on the Bad Boy's name, thinking that's all I can do. Matt Cash, on September 19th, I'm going to out-wrestle you, I'm going to embarrass you, and I'm going to show everybody on September 19th that you don't got the parts to beat me. You should have stayed retired, old man, because now I'm going to put you down for good. A couple weeks ago, I made a little video for all you PWO fans, you know, trying to spice up the show a little bit this Sunday on September 19th. But it seems like ever since I did, Matt Cash hasn't been anywhere to see. He's nowhere. He's gone. He hasn't had a like on Facebook, not a share, nothing. And I want to know why that is. See, I'm starting to think Matt Cash is avoiding the Bad Boy. Matt Cash is finally heeding the warning, and maybe he's just not going to show up. And hell, you know, I don't blame him. You know, he's got a kid at home. He's got Jesse Mack. He's got all these priorities. You wouldn't want to get hurt at the expense of me, right? Matt Cash, just remember one thing. You are not fighting for your family. You are not fighting for PWO. You are fighting to prove a point. You are fighting for your family that is no longer here. You are fighting for Shawnee Mo. Don't forget where all this comes from. Don't forget where it all stems off of. Years ago, you and I have never once had a clean one-on-one match. I think that scares you. And this Sunday, I'm going to prove everyone wrong, and I am going to put you down. I'm going to out-wrestle you, I am going to embarrass you, and I'm going to send you packing home to your little family. See you real soon, boy.
Main event! The following contest is for the PWO OpenWeight Championship and will be contested under Horrorshow rules.
Oh, so Black Guy dies first.
He hails in tonight at wherever the hell he wants. Whatever the hell he wants. The challenger, White Trash, Matt Cash.
That's a tool bag. That's not.
Did you just call Matt Cash a tool bag?
No, he's carrying a bag of tools.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. It's Horrorshow rules. What do you not understand?
I've seen trash cans full of weapons. I've seen shopping carts full of weapons. I've seen lots of things. I wasn't expecting a toolbox. Now I'm just alarmed.
It's a tool bag. Not a toolbox. Come on, keep it straight. You're scared out of your mind, aren't you?
Defending PWO Openweight Champion. He weighs in tonight at 240 pounds and came from St. Catharines, Ontario. He is the Canadian Bad Boy, Tyler Hill.
Canadian Bad Boy Tyler Hill making his return in front of the Pro Wrestling Ontario fans. This match was set up a very long time ago. This match was supposed to take place back in April of 2020, and now we're here September 19th, 2021 to deliver.
Matt Cash, not the first wrestler I've known who called himself white trash, but possibly the trashiest. Canadian bad boy Tyler Hill, not the first Canadian bad boy I've known, but certainly the most Canadian and possibly the damn baddest.
Canadian bad boy Tyler Hill has been almost roasting Cash Online of sorts, saying that he's going to out-wrestle him, coming out without his signature barbed wire crutch, coming out with no weapons in hands.
Well, he's roasting him again right now to his face in front of this crowd. He's trying to get him riled up, get Matt Cash off his game, but Cash seems he's smiling. He's got a baseball bat in his hand with a steel chain wrapped around it. I don't think anybody's going to throw Matt Cash off his game. Cash is here to win, to fight and win.
Both men sizing each other up here in this matchup. Both men doing this for their late friend, for the Horror Show, Shawnee Mo. Hill regaining composure, regaining control of the crowd a little bit.
Okay, here's my problem. Matt Cash is trying to get the crowd to chant "piece of shit" at Tyler Hill. Tyler Hill has the initials POS on his T-shirt. That's like trying to insult me by calling me the smartest man who ever lived.
I mean, yeah, you're practically getting the people to cheer for him.
Yeah. Oh, Kingdom, you're so handsome. Oh, thanks. I'm really thrown off my game.
Tyler Hill almost toying with Matt Cash now, trying to work him up a little bit, trying to wear his patience thin. Shot for shot, the champion's calling for. Are they just going to start punching each other in the face?
Or we're going to get a bottle of Jack Daniels and a couple of glasses. Either way, I'm down.
Nice stiff shot from our champion. Matt Cash measuring it up, saying like, okay.
So no whiskey?
Another stiff shot, sending Tyler Hill off into the ropes, and no, it looks like there's no whiskey.
All right. I'll just have to settle for violence, I guess.
Violence will do. Violence will do.
Violence will do.
Nice
Oh, nice shot.
To his knees.
Very nice from Cash.
Oh. Kick to the midsection from Tyler Hill. And a nice side headlock. Hill's been saying for weeks that he's going to out-wrestle Cash. He's going to make him look like a fool. Let's see if the champion has it in him. Nice headlock takeover. Matt Cash keeping that shoulder off the mat.
Well, I mean, this is smart on Hill's part. Take him off his feet. It's kind of hard to throw big shots. And Matt Cash is going to probably depend on those big forearms, chops, kicks, punches. The longer Hill can control Cash's body, the more he wears him down, the less damage he himself is going to be able to take, or Cash is going to be able to deliver.
Cash able to get out of the way of that one. Hill, though, jumps over him. Both men hit the ropes. Oh, and he's on the wrong side of that shoulder block yet again. Tyler Hill just seems to have Matt Cash's numbers so far in this matchup as he applies that side headlock yet again. Oh, and a nice stiff shot to the forehead. Remember, there are no rules in this matchup. We are running under Horror Show rules here tonight. Matt Cash shoots him off into the ropes again. Ducks under that lariat. Oh, and he leaves his feet with just enough momentum to take down the champion. Both men back up. Drop kick into the bottom buckle.
Nice shotgun drop kick from Cash. Was not expecting that.
Looking like he's setting up for that cannonball of his, but Hill very wisely rolling out under that bottom rope.
Absolutely. You get if your opponent is able to get himself onto a roll, just cut it off. Cut it off by rolling out. Disengage. Make him think of something new.
Matt Cash is tired of waiting. Seems to be coming up on the champion now. Clubbing blow across the shoulders, and he seems to be reaching into that bag of toys.
Tool bag.
Oh, champion very wise. Back elbow to the back of the skull of Cash. Is that a rope, extension cord, jumper cables?
I think that's an extension cord. I think that's a big orange extension cord.
Nice stiff chop by the champion.
I'd love to know. Oh, right into the ring post. I'd love to know what Cash had in mind for that.
I mean, yeah. He's bringing electrical things.
If Hill is smart, there we go. He gets his hands on it first.
We got bats and cords. We got a level.
Whole construction site?
That seems strange.
Oh,
Hammer could do some damage.
don't throw away the hammer.
Kick to the side of the head by Tyler Hill. Matt Cash trying to fight out. Both men brawling at ringside so far. Cash reaching for that construction level. Right across the shoulders.
Well, you know, I mean, maybe Hill has some kind of scoliosis, and Cash is just trying to level him out, straighten out his back.
Oh, he's got this extension cord. Oh, he's just going to choke him. Okay. Just strangulation for the victory, I suppose.
Well, you know, if he suffocates, it's easier to pin him.
All right. Hill able to fight out of it and reverse it and throws the cable around the throat of Matt Cash. Fans are getting behind White Trash Matt Cash here today. Hill has the level.
Oh!
Snapped right across the shoulders of Matt Cash. Follows it up with a kick to the side, and now he's got a crowbar. Hopefully he's got some benefits. Might lose some of those teeth after today.
This is a good way to get yourself kicked out of a union. That's kind of a pun from me, I know.
Matt Cash choking Tyler Hill with that crowbar.
Totally unintended. I'm very sorry I said it now.
I'm not even mad. Cash trying to roll under that rope. Oh, sorry, no, that was Hill. Hard to keep track of all the bald heads and beards. And
oh, he's digging into him with the edge of that pry bar.
come on. Cash just digging that small crowbar into the skull and forehead of Tyler Hill.
And
a poke to the eye.
And Eddington James is just standing by. There's very little he can do. He can't intercede.
Hill is using the broken end of the level, stabbing into the back of Cash's head. And you're right. Old School just seems to be along for the ride.
Oh, God. Hill has a box cutter.
Go, no.
Yeah, or this is Canada. I can just say exactly.
No!
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, this is...
That's a problem.
I do not enjoy this at all. No, and he's just carving pieces out of his forehead.
Bill Chase won't give us 5 more minutes of our Internet Championship match, but he'll give us this.
You're blaming Bill Chase for this?
He's the CEO. We got to blame somebody.
Listen,
Hill just laying into Cash. Oh, my.
the same way the Internet Championship match was agreed to as 15 minutes, these two guys have agreed that there will be no rules in this match. So don't blame Bill Chase. That furry little hedgehog is just doing his job.
You seem to have a point there as Cash is fighting back and goes to wrap that extension cord around the face again of Tyler Hill. What is that? Is that sandpaper?
Yes.
Just running sandpaper blocks across the face of Tyler Hill. What is that? Another sanding block?
Well, you know, you start with a 400 grit, and then you make your way up. You're trying to smooth it out, right?
Oh, that's what he's doing. What is he trying to smooth out there?
Did he just...
Was that up the spine? It was right up the back of Tyler Hill.
Oh, that's going to make any bump he takes just delightful.
Absolutely.
Scrape off a few layers of skin and then throw him into the turnbuckles.
Champion definitely. Oh, a little bit of water. Hopefully our camera crew is just fine. Follows up with a forearm shot.
Not meant to hurt him, but absolutely meant to distract him long enough so that Hill can take advantage and take over the momentum in this match again.
Hill dragging Cash right back up to his feet, throwing him through the ropes of the ring.
Relief for Eddington James back in the ring. Maybe we can get past. No.
What the?
No, we are not. We are not getting past.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, that is. That's all, folks. That's Sawzall, folks.
Yeah, that's a problem. This is assault. Like, Jesus. This is unsettling. Extremely.
A little. Okay.
No.
Brain surgery.
I'm not a fan of this. This is not normally the Pro Wrestling Ontario vibe as he falls up with that spine buster, has him in the cover. Cash muscles out of it, keeping himself alive in this contest.
Eddington James could do us a favor and get rid of the Sawzall.
Yeah,
that would be about the most that he can do to influence the outcome of this match. He can't disqualify anybody. He can't stop him from using it if it's in their hands.
But he can kick it.
I don't think you're bleeding enough yet.
And now we got a knife again.
I don't think so.
What is happening here? A hush has fallen over the crowd. What is happening? Tyler Hill just decimating his opponent here. Goes for the cover. Shoulder up just in the nick of time. Matt Cash is miraculously keeping himself alive in this matchup.
Cash has to do something to retake control before he goes into shock.
I mean, for a man who said that he didn't need to use weapons to put Cash away, our champion really seems to be reaching for that plunder.
Tell me this.
A baseball bat to the side of the skull.
Who's the champ, baby?
The fans are not happy right now with what is happening in this ring.
He's not moving. Check him.
Yeah. Old School Eddington James says Matt Cash is still good to go. Slowly bringing himself lifelessly back up to his knees. Hill is waiting for him in lurch. What is the bad boy going for here? Goes for that boot. Cash gets out of the way. Drop kicks him into the corner.
But he drop kicked him into the corner with the tool bag.
But how much life does Cash? Oh, as he follows up with the cannonball. Can he capitalize now? Cash has lost a lot of blood. He cannot be in a good way, and he's climbing the ropes.
Cash is going. I don't know how his decision-making powers are sticking with him, but he's going for the one big shot he thinks he needs to win.
I hope it.
And misses. No water in the pool.
Hill rolls out of the way. Cash lands flat back on the mat. Hill's back up to his feet. I was about to lead up with I hope his equilibrium is better than his judgment right now, but it seems like everything is just out the window.
Loading up that boot for one big kick.
Kick to the side of the face. Cash is staggered. What we see here will be going for the pile driver. Nope, rolls through. Cash gets out of it, ducks under. Nice chop. Going for the package pile driver. Can't quite get the champion off his feet, but he does!
Oh!
Beautiful execution. Can he capitalize? Hill draped over Cash. Cash has to keep his shoulder off the mat, or the referee can call the 3 count. Hush falls over the crowd. Not too sure what will happen next in this matchup.
Well, they're seeing a Tyler Hill, a champion who just got dropped on his head, and they're seeing a challenger who is bleeding profusely from his own head.
Both men.
It's concussion versus blood loss.
Rake in the eyes and goes for the...
Oh!
Hill flattens him out, hooks the outside leg. And Hill retains his championship.
PWO OpenWeight Champion, the Canadian Bad Boy,
Canadian Bad Boy mercilessly gets through that matchup and defends his Pro Wrestling Ontario Openweight Championship. I hope White Trash Matt Cash is okay in the ring. Both men went through hell, fire, and brimstone through tonight's matchup.
As exhausted as Hill is, he just took the time to lean in and talk more shit to Matt Cash.
I mean, I guess he's not one to shy away from being a POS.
Certainly not.
As he stands victoriously over Matt Cash, the Canadian Bad Boy's reign continues so far here in Pro Wrestling Ontario. What's going on? He's already dead. Clay Wilson.
What is this? What is this?
Doc Richards. What is... Doc Richards with a torque wrench and Clay Wilson just feeding shots to the champion.
Where the hell is this coming from? I mean, I like it. I like it. Take your shot. You got two guys who are exhausted from a hardcore battle. Come in and, hey, make your stripes, man.
End of the night, Clay Wilson and Doc Richards just bringing in. Here comes Safe Travis. Former partner of Matt Cash as part of the White Trash Circus.
Sorry, we are terrified.
Clay Wilson and Doc Richards backing off. Safe Travis Moore standing tall, coming to the aid of Tyler Hill and former stablemate White Trash Matt Cash.
What is the...
And what?
Oh!
And safety with a headbutt to Matt Cash and continuing the assault on the champion.
I love it!
Travis Moore just turned his back on White Trash Matt Cash.
It's not safe. Get out of here.
Oh my, that just threw a weapon. That wasn't safe. What are we seeing here?
Safe Travis throwing knives at the crew.
Safe mode. Clay Wilson, Doc Richards, and Travis Moore.
Triple attack power bomb.
All right, cut my music. You guys, whatever point you're trying to prove, you proved it. Now please, exit the ring. Please, your night's over. We're having so much fun, come on! Please, come on, this isn't right. Come on, this isn't right. This isn't right. Doc, please. Shut up, Bill. Hey, I am your boss. Remember that. Clay, please. Thank you. Thanks, boss man.
What the?
Anyway, Mr. Hill. That's it. Boom. I want to say congratulations on a hard-fought title defense. And I also want to say you are a complete imbecile.
What?
A moron. Why? Because you didn't read the fine print in your contracts, do ya?
What?
No, because you would know that this is an insane gauntlet match.
No. Come on. I know that Bill doesn't like Hill, but come on.
The rules are as follows for this next match. No one can leave the ring for any reason. You can't slip out under the rope, any reason. You cannot leave the ring. You can't grab your little toys and use them as weapons. You are alone in this now. You have another title defense against the #1 contender. You see, Matt Cash is a top contender. I give him that. But he's not the #1 contender. That is the man who won the Foundry tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, Anti-Hero SOS!
Anti-Hero won his #1 contendership back in the Foundry tournament, pinning his partner Bone Crusher Steve Brown, and I guess Bill just doesn't like Hill that much.
So what this looks like to me is that Bill Chase has hidden writing deep into whatever the match contract was that is letting him send opponent after opponent, wave after wave of attacker.
Oh, and he goes.
Uh-oh.
Has him in the pile driver. Has the cover. Hill gets the shoulder up just in the nick of time. SOS is not happy with that.
As far as Bill Chase is concerned, Tyler Hill is not leaving this ring as the PWO champion.
I mean, Bill Chase has tried for months. He threw in Mark Wheeler to try to get the belt when Hill capitalized. And what are we seeing here?
Sorry, big boy. Your time
And SOS with the death stroke goes for the cover. And we have a new open weight champion.
Here is your winner and new PWO Open Weight Champion, the Anti-Hero SOS.
And are you happy? Are you happy?
Hey, don't argue with Bill Chase. But I've got a question. I got a question for. Well, wait a minute.
Oh.
New Pro Wrestling Ontario Open Weight Champion, Anti-Hero SOS.
I have a question for you. This is a gauntlet match, right? We've
is.
just found out this is a gauntlet match. What gauntlet match have you ever heard of that was just 2 opponents?
That's true.
Hold on. I said this is an insane gauntlet match. Meaning there are 3 matches total.
And 3
So
stipulations.
yes, Anti-Hero, you have another title defense. Old school, hit the bricks. Your night is done. Brad Myers, get out here.
Well, that's just rude.
Why is he?
Oh no, this is just a straight up one-on-one match. You've had many great one-on-one matches with this man, as a matter of fact.
What?
Oh no!
Maestro, cue that familiar music.
Come on!
It is. Unless this is the deepest swerve I've ever seen, we all know who's about to make his way to the ring.
We haven't seen this man since October of 2019. I mean, unless Steve Brown's gonna come through and troll everybody. Even SOS seems unsure. He's not sure if he's being played or not. Oh boy!
It is. The godfather of Ontario independent professional wrestling has made his way to the ring to challenge his longtime partner, longtime rival, best ever friend, worst ever enemy, Anti-Hero SS.
And a face-to-face for the ages. I mean, that was the last man I expected to walk out tonight. We haven't seen Del Bruno in well over a year.
What's Del Bruno?
All right, open weight championship on the line. Normal rules apply.
Del Bruno, you ready? I'm ready. O'Shea, you ready? You got a lot of nerve. Bring the bell.
Buzz Sawyer and Tommy Rich,
And I didn't even lose
the feud that went forever.
Come on.
Kevin Steen and El Generico, a feud that went forever. And Alessandro Del Bruno and Anti-Hero SOS, a feud that seems like it's going to go on forever. These men keep finding their way into the ring against one another, and every time they do, it is blood, sweat, and tears.
You are absolutely correct, but Alessandro Del Bruno very quick back up to his feet. Possibly looking to seek redemption and a bit of revenge as SOS turned on their former partner Steve Brown in the finals of the Foundry Tournament. Former Trios champions in their own right. They were the inaugural Trios champions here in Pro Wrestling Ontario, and now they're facing off for the Openweight Championship as Del Bruno jumps over, but he has him in for the cover, but he rolls through, misses the kick. Both these men know each other very, very well, have everything mapped out. Goes for the cutter, but he lands it into a handspring. Dubs. I can't even keep track.
When 2 opponents know each other this well, they know their offense, they know their defense, this is what you're going to get. You're going to have to make a mistake for one of these men to take the upper hand.
Both these men fighting side by side for over a decade. Ridden up and down the road with each other more times than I can probably count. Top Roman knuckle lock potentially happening here.
But it is that familiarity. That's why best friends make such bitter enemies.
Headlock takeover turned into the head scissors. Bruno kips up and right back into another headlock takeover, into another head scissors. Both men very quick, back up to their feet. Beautiful suplex. Oh yeah, he's the champion.
Did you forget that quickly?
It's been a long day. It's been very hot.
Anti-Hero SOS is no stranger to championship gold, singles, tag. He came out in a blitz and won the openweight title, and now he has to defend it immediately afterwards. I would be surprised. I would be shocked. I would be aghast if he doesn't walk out of here with that title. He's not afraid of shortcuts.
He's not.
He's not afraid of violence.
And he's not afraid to hurt his own best friends. He's already done so in the finals of the tournament. Del Bruno cartwheels over.
Not on your best day.
Ready for him. Sends him into the second rope.
Smarter every time.
But Del Bruno's back up to his feet.
Oh, right in the chest.
Bruno sends him off into the ropes. And a kick right across the collarbone. Another kick to the midsection. Del Bruno seems to be getting warmed up. Sends him off into the ropes, but SOS is ready for him. Strikes down that kick. Knee to the midsection.
Well, with most opponents in a fight like this, you're thinking about staying out of arm's reach. With Del Bruno, you have to stay out of legs reach because those kicks are so damn lethal.
Absolutely. SOS going for the cover, and then Del Bruno getting the shoulder up just before 3. But you are not wrong there. Del Bruno is definitely the master of kicks here on the Pro Wrestling Ontario roster. Lethal strikes. If he can get that golden goal, we could be looking very different soon.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Clawing at Del Bruno's face and counting along with the ref just to let him know, I know how far I can go with this. He's got that 5 count to break. And remember, like I said earlier tonight, it's not cheating if the referee doesn't disqualify you.
I mean, that's precisely, yeah. If you don't get disqualified, the match will keep going. So he takes him over. What is SOS going for? Is he going to go for the neck? Come on.
Twisting that neck.
Del Bruno just felt that course through his shoulders and down his spine. Just checking his mouth to make sure there's no internal bleeding that just happened. Make sure it didn't rupture his throat at all. Both men back to their feet, and SOS goes right into that stiff kick. Bruno goes up. What are we going to see here? Oh, no. Oh! Interesting offense on behalf of Del Bruno.
Basically hanging him over that top rope using his own body weight with his feet crossed.
Oh! Stiff shot to anti-hero SOS. Del Bruno looking to capitalize. Right off the top. Into the fireman's carry.
Very nice. That is well scouted by anti-hero SOS.
Nice back elbow, trying to create a little bit of space between him and his former partner. Del Bruno very wise, hopping over. SOS scouting it just as well. Right shoulder roll. And a right kick.
Right on the forehead, right on the crown.
Axe kick coming right down on the top of SOS's head, and he catches Del Bruno. Goes to slingshot it off the top.
Amazing.
Rough transportation, beautiful execution, has the cover. Shoulder up just before 3. If the champion was able to hook the leg and apply a little bit of pressure, you could be going home right now.
Fantastic offense by anti-hero SOS, but very, very sloppy on the cover, and that's why this match isn't over. That was shot enough to have kept Del Bruno down if he had just gotten a better cover.
Fans rallying behind this matchup so far. SOS wondering what it's going to take to put his friend away here tonight and retain his championship. I mean, otherwise he stands very desperately close to being the shortest reigning openweight champion in company history. Bruno fighting out. Nice back elbow. SOS keeps a hold of the jersey, though. We're looking for that O'Connor roll. Del Bruno wise gets through, but SOS scouted it.
Oh!
But wasn't expecting the reversal into the DDT. Both men down. Referee Brad Myers with the count.
Brilliantly creative on the part of Alessandro Del Bruno to know that he might get caught in that position. He might get caught attempting that head scissors, and to have a fallback or a new maneuver that he could turn that into after getting caught. Maneuver, counter, counter again.
Both men back up to their feet. Locking strikes going for it. Both men seem dazed as SOS is on the wrong end of that kick to the chest. Follows up with a stiff forearm shot. Practically begging for it at this point. Stiff forearm shots. SOS looking very confident as he gets a kick to the collarbone. Oh, and just knocks Del Bruno off his feet. Right back up. Step up enziguri. The champion's dazed. Dips under. Bruno hits the moonsault, hooks the outside leg. And we were milliseconds away from a new champion.
Again, brilliant by Del Bruno to have a plan, a follow-up plan, a backup plan for when plan A fails. SOS ducks his kick, he spins around, turns it into a standing moonsault.
And the fans are behind Del Bruno here today. SOS asking for a little bit of space, almost putting that hand up, but Del Bruno doesn't care. He's going to continue the assault on SOS. He has one thing on his mind, and that's the Openweight Championship.
Don't waste time, Del Bruno. Don't waste time. If you want this title, put him down.
Steps under. SOS is ready for him. And a German onto the top of his head.
That is it. He is out. He is dead. And
There's
he's
no
what?
way. Yeah. He's out to lunch. Oh! What is happening? SOS back up to his feet. Pulls him in.
Is he going for the gotch? Gotch pile driver? Yes!
Oh. Has the cover, hooks the outside leg. Del Bruno stays very much alive in this matchup.
That gotch style, that cradle pile driver, and he only gets a 2. Del Bruno wants this every bit as much as SOS wants to keep it.
Absolutely. SOS looking to do anything to hold on to that Openweight Championship after capturing it here this afternoon at Apologies Are For The Weak. Both hands on his opponent, sending him towards the corner. Just lifelessly draped across that top turnbuckle. Strong words.
Oh, what is this?
He's not.
Is he going to try and climb with him? No?
Oh, Del Bruno gets out. Dips under. Has him in him. And he's got him.
Wow.
Has the leg. SOS gets the shoulder up. Just in time.
So close, so very close. Less than a second away from becoming champion.
Del Bruno looking dazed, grabbing at the bottom rope, trying to stay alive, trying to force some will back into those legs of his, and to get back in this matchup.
This is a little bit of frustration on Del Bruno's part, knowing what a huge shot he just handed to his opponent and how close he came. Now he's got to reset. But I think SOS has set himself up in a position that makes the decision easy.
He's going for the golden goal. SOS steps through, has him scouted. Del Bruno's ready for him, though. Nice shoulder kick, dazing the champion. Sends off into the ropes. Gets sent off himself, and a forearm across the back of the neck, bottom of the skull. And he's mocking the internet champion, Wade Allen. Has him up. Bruno starting to fight out. What will we see here? Flipping through. Nice West Coast pop.
Again, coming so close here.
Step up Enziguri. SOS is ready for him, but carries through and into the spike.
Poison Rana. What's next?
Wheelbarrow into the cutter. Beautiful execution. Classic Del Bruno. One arm over SOS and gets that shoulder up just in the nick of time. How much more is it going to take to put SOS away and for us to crown yet another open weight champion?
I think we've seen Del Bruno is now concentrating his attack on the head and neck of Antihero SOS. Those kicks have gone up from the chest to the head and the neck, employing maneuvers that are all centering on the head and the neck. He's trying to not just hurt SOS, but discombobulate him. The Antihero is so good at anticipating Del Bruno's maneuvers, countering them. Why not concuss him so he can't even think? Scramble his brain so that he can't decide what's next and do anything to stop it.
Nice chop, firmly placed across the chest of the champion, getting hoisted up by Alessandro Del Bruno. Calling for it. What is he looking for here this evening? He might be spending a little bit too much time preparing here.
Don't waste time. Don't waste time asking the fans.
SOS starting to fight out, feeding headbutts across the chin, but Bruno's ready with that Pele kick. Overhead kick has our champion dazed. Del Bruno's calling for the fans to rally behind him. SOS still perched on that top turnbuckle.
He's got to get out of there. The Antihero has to get off that top rope. He's got to shake out the cobwebs and realize what a vulnerable position he has been left in. But Del Bruno is up and climbing the ropes himself.
Bruno on his way up. Both men. SOS is ready for him, though. Has him in the fireman's.
Was he playing possum?
Del Bruno trying to fight out, hoisted across that top rope. What is he trying to turn this into?
Oh, whatever it is not going to be good for the Antihero.
Oh, Antihero fighting his way out of it. We've seen this before. Avalanche! Perfect execution as he crawls for the cover. And Del Bruno stays alive in this matchup, forcing Antihero to put in more work.
Pleading with the referee, he is not going to get a recall on that. There's no instant replay in professional wrestling.
Absolutely, fans definitely behind this match so far.
Del Bruno still down. Antihero SOS doing math in the air like Bugs Bunny, trying to figure out where he went wrong and what to do next.
He's getting lost in his own head, trying to remap out where he's going to go from here. Oh, show of disrespect. Just slapping Del Bruno clean across the face. As him, looks like he's setting him up.
Send this to the family.
Oh, that's just it. Ducks under. And the life was just drained out of Del Bruno that he just collapsed.
Del Bruno was only on his feet because the Antihero was holding him up. As soon as he released any kind of lift to Del Bruno's body, Del Bruno just slumped to the ground.
Oh, he's just spitting on the challenger.
Well, nothing wrong with a little disrespect.
Bruno clambering lifelessly to that second rope. SOS right behind him, telling him he has no respect.
I thought you were a competitor.
Del Bruno
Dig deep, bud. You're about to drown.
hanging lifelessly as he's fighting off the Irish whip with everything he has left in his being.
And that ain't much. But he knows if he lets go of that rope.
Oh, stiff shot to the side of the face. Steps through. Nice kick to the gut. Bounces him off. Oh! Beautiful roundhouse kick across the side of the face. Takes off the elbow pad. SOS ducks under. Both men duck under. And he's turned inside out by that lariat. Sets him up. What are we seeing here?
There's a burning hammer. What are we seeing? Oh, into a cutter.
Beautiful execution. Hooks the leg. Del Bruno stays alive in this match.
And Anti-Hero SOS at his wit's end. He does not know what he has to do to put his opponent down and keep him down.
Anti-Hero SOS staring down at that Openweight Championship, wondering just what it's going to take to put away his former partner in Alessandro Del Bruno.
The fans here at Pro Wrestling Ontario absolutely loving this action between these two former best friends. And why wouldn't they? This is some fantastically beautiful violence.
Phenomenal wrestling match. Goes for the cutter off the second rope, but he's waving off the referee.
He holds him.
Going through, sets him up.
Kiss, kiss, back,
Has him
back.
for the death stroke. Turns him inside out. Going for the cover. Turns it flat. And SOS retains the Openweight Championship.
Openweight champion, the Anti-Hero SOS.
Anti-Hero SOS gaining the victory over his former partner. He blindsided Steve Brown and struck him down with an extendo bat to take the Foundry Finals. Took the fight directly to Hill, and now he just took out his former partner in Alessandro Del Bruno. Anti-Hero is completely unhinged, and I don't even know what this means for the future of Pro Wrestling Ontario.
I'll tell you exactly what it means. It means if anybody wants to get that belt off of the Anti-Hero SOS, they're going to have to up their goddamn game. Oh, damn.
Speak of the devil. Bone Crusher Steve Brown at ringside. Hasn't been seen. Just checking on his friend.
And SOS waving him into the ring, inviting Steve Brown into the ring.
What is happening? He's calling for Del Bruno to stand up.
Oh. Is he not done dishing out punishment to his former friend?
This
I wouldn't put it past him.
both alarms and concerns me.
It should alarm and concern Del Bruno.
SOS extending the hand for Del Bruno. Great show of respect between these two gentlemen as he hugs his friend. And oh my God! Sends him through. Bone Crusher in right behind him. SOS heading to the hills.
One last one for good measure.
Wisely getting out of the way of Bone Crusher Steve Brown.
Brown out of the ring to help Del Bruno back to his feet.
Anti-Hero SOS.
Just sauntering away. He has the championship. He's won the night. He is the man here in PWO from here on in until somebody can step to him and change that fate.
And we will see you all November 20th when Pro Wrestling Ontario returns with the Iron Cup tournament.
Apologies are for the weak. Please join us at Mainway Sports for the Iron Cup, November the 20th. For my broadcast colleagues, Anthony Kingdom James, Nathan Savage, Brian Knight, I'm Chris Crucifix. It's been a pleasure. Please don't drink and drive.